Do you not know that the source of all man's miseries is not death, but the fear of death? It is the ignorant who blames others for his failures. He who begins to educate himself blames himself. He who is truly educated blames neither others nor himself. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to be happy. The best way to exact revenge on an enemy is to not resemble them. Cultivate within yourself independence at all times, with kindness, simplicity, and modesty. The effects of anger are much more severe than the causes. He who lives in peace with himself lives in peace with the world. There is no benefit in sacrificing your self-respect. Reflect on moments when your own sadness and anger inflicted more pain on you than actual events. Let each of our thoughts be so transparent that we could always express them without shame if asked at any moment what we think. Renounce opinions, and you will find salvation. No one grows tired of receiving help, and since helping others is in accordance with nature, never cease to render yourself service by helping them. We are often more concerned with our neighbor's opinion of us than with our own opinion. The serenity to accept what I cannot change, the courage to change what I can, and the wisdom to distinguish between the two. My God, grant me these three virtues. The ordinary man is demanding of others. The exceptional man is demanding of himself. He who loves glory places his own happiness in the emotions of another. He who loves pleasure places his happiness in his own inclinations, but the wise man places it in his own conduct. Human beings are meant to live with others, so either you correct them or you tolerate them. You cannot control your wealth, but you can control your happiness. Do not wait for events to happen as you wish. Decide to want what happens, and you will be happy. Our salvation and our downfall are within ourselves. Good or bad, our destiny depends on ourselves. Endure hardships and abstain from pleasures. Prefer silence, speak only when essential, and use few words. Start by defining who you want to be, then act accordingly to achieve that goal. It is dangerous to place one's life in a single hope. What troubles people are not things, but the judgments they pass on things. When someone makes you angry, realize that it's your own judgment that makes you angry. Opportunities are neutral, but our way of exploiting them is not. The greatest curse for man would have been the absence of death. Happiness lies in renouncing things that are not within our control. For me, there are only good omens, because whatever happens, it depends on me to draw good from it. If your neighbor gets dirty, you cannot approach them without risking getting dirty yourself, regardless of your own cleanliness. If you take on a role beyond your capabilities, not only will you make a poor impression, but you also neglect a role you could have fulfilled. If someone tells you that someone else spoke ill of you, respond, "They must simply be ignoring all my other faults to speak only of those they know." He who progresses does not criticize anyone, praise anyone, blame anyone, or incriminate anyone. He does not boast of his importance or his knowledge. Where is good? In the will. Where is evil? In the will. And what is neither good nor evil? In what does not depend on the will. Knowledge of words leads to knowledge of things. Victory over oneself is the greatest of victories. It is possible to know someone better in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. The essential thing is not just to live, but to live well. The first good is health, the second is beauty, and the third is wealth. By practicing many trades, one succeeds in none of them. If you want to control the people, start by controlling their music. Learn to know yourself. Whatever the situation, get married. If you find a good wife, you will be happy, and if you encounter a bad one, it will prompt you to philosophize, which is beneficial for man. If a fool kicks you, do not retaliate. No work is dishonorable. It is better to endure an insult than to commit one. Our youth today appreciate luxury, exhibit questionable behavior, challenge authority, and show no respect for their elders. Nowadays, children wield tyrannical power. A hungry man cares little about the sauce. It is easier to count one's sheep than one's friends. You can hide a bad deed from others, but never from your conscience. A life without trials is not worth living. Courage is the first of human qualities because it guarantees all the others. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies.